In this video, we'll demonstrate how Planado works using a real-world example of an air conditioning installation and repair company. You'll explore the core modules of Planado and see firsthand how they streamline operations. Our example features the company Cool Air Masters, based in Vancouver. Now, let's dive into the system from the manager's perspective. A new customer has submitted a repair request for their air conditioning system. This is an urgent case, so we need to quickly assign a qualified technician. The schedule shows workers' workload and their shift times. Worker Tom Smith will be available within the next hour. No jobs are assigned during this period, and he has finished his current jobs. Let's create a job for the worker. For the urgent job, let's use the prepared job template for this job type. Now let's fill in the job information and client details. The worker is assigned to a territory, and the job territory was automatically determined by its site address. If the worker's territory and job territory don't match, the system will display a warning. Let's revert to the previous worker and consider the skills required for the urgent job. To help the worker understand the job better, let's add more information to the job. The client has specified they need filter cleaning, therefore let's add this service to the job. All data has been filled in, let's create the job. The job has now been added to the schedule. The worker has received a notification and can complete it through their mobile app. In the worker's mobile app, all necessary job information is available. The client's site address and contact details plus the job description. The address can be opened in the map for route navigation and call via the contact. The worker is now heading out to the job. We'll always track their travel time. The worker has arrived at the client's location and is starting the job. Planado records this geolocation and cross-checks it with the job address. During job execution, the worker fills out a report, a checklist of tasks to ensure completion. Each task is geo-tagged to the worker's location. The supervisor has prohibited adding photos from the phone gallery to jobs under this template, so the worker adds photos from the camera. Now the worker is entering the services provided to the client in the app and specifies the consumed supplies and sold goods. Planado calculates the estimate for the job. Now, let's have the client sign the report on the smartphone screen. The client-signed document will be attached to the report field. We can see that the worker has not filled in the required fields. If the required fields are not filled in, Planado will not allow completing the job. That's better. Now the worker will be able to successfully complete the job. The worker has already completed the job, which is visible in the schedule by the job color. It seems another worker is stuck on the job and won't make it to the next one. The job is still in progress, even though its scheduled time has already passed. Let's see if a suitable worker is available nearby. We see the required job on the map, and what luck. There's a worker nearby who has already completed their job. Let's assign this job to them. Great, we found a worker for the job in an emergency situation based on their current location. It seems the worker has already completed the job. Let's look at the result. The job has been completed successfully. Let's view the report. The worker noted that the client requires an additional visit. The manager will contact the client. The job needs to be completed. Let's add a rework task. Let's specify the client's comments. Now the worker will complete this job. End of the work week, the manager decides to view the results of the completed work. The reports show the number of jobs completed by each worker. Thus, the manager can determine which workers to reward and who requires additional motivation. For example, Mark Wilson deserves recognition, while Leo Johnson was on sick leave, which explains his low productivity. The manager notes that the majority of completed jobs are warranty repairs. This could be due to improper installation or lack of maintenance. The manager decides to conduct a brief investigation. The manager accesses warranty service jobs from the past week. Now the manager checks the jobs of clients who received warranty repairs. The manager noticed that the installation for these clients was performed by the same worker, Lucas. The issue might be with him. The manager is dissatisfied with the photo report. Apparently, action will have to be taken. Oh, apparently there are already installation jobs scheduled for this worker next week. We'll adjust this before he causes more problems. The manager decides to conduct a brief training session for the worker with an experienced specialist. Now the workers' jobs will be handled by both employees. We'll hope that Lucas can learn something from this.